Man, you got some stuff here.
I know.
Well, folks, it's a beautiful Selection Sunday. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for joining us. This is Jackson Weimer.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Josh Safran, and we are live from Jackson's mom's basement, bringing you March Madness Selection Sunday.
And you wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Truly.
March Madness is meant to be mad, different, insane every year. We never know what's coming. And this year, no one expected this coronavirus to change the world of sports and the way we're going to be living life for the next foreseeable future. And March Madness is part of our life. And honestly, we couldn't live without it. So Josh, how did this idea come up to you? Like, what spurred in your mind and said, I need to stream March Madness on my Xbox?
Well, we got to a point where there were two teams left in this year's March Madness. It was coronavirus versus the field. The field didn't win, or at least so we thought.
So we thought.
I said, I'm going to have nothing to do for a whole semester. I'm a media studies production major. I can't learn anything from home doing that.
Right.
I'm a basketball fanatic.
As we all are.
I was not going to sit here and go through the Sunday without seeing all those 64 teams, without doing the selection show, and I wasn't going to go through March without some madness.
That's probably the best part about March Madness, in my opinion. I get more excited about March Madness than I do Christmas or any other holiday. There's something about just everyone tuning into a channel and watching all of the matchups and all of the tournament stats and stuff all being revealed at once. There's nothing like it in sports.
Truly nothing like it.
And I'm just so excited that we're the ones that are going to bring that to the American public and all of college basketball fans all around the world. We're going to do our best, and all of our efforts are going to be as maximum as possible to be the best March Madness experience that you guys can have as a fan.
So what we're going to do, we're taking NCAA Basketball 10 for Xbox 360. Yes, that is the most recent edition of a college basketball video game. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into all of the rosters, all of the teams from the field of 64, and we're going to put in their starting five with their names, ratings, numbers, likeness, as much as we can. Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
We've pulled 3 straight all-nighters. I have not slept since
not been a lot of
Thursday.
sleeping.
I'm not even kidding. But there's a lot of effort going into this. So if you like college basketball, you're going to love our coverage, I hope.
So, without further ado,
let's get started. Let's start out in the East region.
All right, we bring you the round of 64, and we're heading to the East. And the first matchup of the East, we will have number 1 seed Kansas, the Jayhawks, and Bill Self taking on the 16 seed North Carolina Central. No surprises there, folks.
Don't have to talk about that one. Pretty self-explanatory in my opinion.
Moving on to the next matchup, 8 versus 9 seed, 2 bubble teams, and the first Big East team, Providence, as they take on the Sun Devils from Arizona State. Moving down, we got number 5, Virginia, taking on the Bulldogs from Yale.
Ivy League schools are always tough outs in the tournament, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they play against Virginia's slow offense. It's going to be like a tale of two cities. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited for that game. I got it circled.
Game.
You want to take the next one, Jack?
Yes, absolutely. In the 4 seed, we're going to have the Louisville Cardinals, and they're going to be facing up Vermont. Now, that's a weird matchup. That would never happen in the regular season. That's what the tournament's all about, though. It's exciting to see weird matchups we've never seen before.
Exactly, and just take an eye out for Anthony Lamb of Vermont. They call him the Zion Williamson of that conference.
Okay.
Whatever conference Vermont plays in. They call him the Zion of that conference. Don't sleep on Vermont, Louisville fans.
Don't sleep on Vermont, Louisville fans. Next option, we have the Illinois Fighting Alumni from Illinois, Champaign, great city. They're going to be playing against East Tennessee State. Now, as an Illinois fan, this is kind of scary to me because East Tennessee State, their offense is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just great.
Dynamic.
And then the 3 seed, the next matchup, we have Villanova. Not a Philadelphia school.
Not at all.
Close, but not Philadelphia.
Local, but not Philadelphia.
They're going to be playing against Bradley. Now, I don't know anyone named Bradley, but I know someone I went to school with. His last name was Bradley, Devin Bradley. If you're watching, you probably are, but if you're not, shout out to you, man. Great guy. You want to take it from here?
Yeah, we got their first appearance in quite some time. The bubble team, number 7 seed, Penn State.
Wow.
And they'll wait.
What's
that?
I'm getting that.
We got a reporter, Ryan Gonzarowski. He's actually at State College right now. Ryan, can you tell us what's going on campus right now?
We are here in State College. It's a beautiful day, and all around us, we can feel the electricity in the air. There is firecrackers going off right now. I'll be honest with you, but with the coronavirus going on, I gotta feel a little bad for my man, Lamar Stevens. Throw it back to you, Josh.
Electric stuff from State College.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Ryan. They'll be taking on the 10 seed, the representative from the Mountain West Conference, Utah State. Should be a pretty good matchup, but like I see Utah State not playing at home. Have one of the best home court advantages
Really?
in the entire NCAA.
A 10 seed, I don't know what the committee's thinking right now, but I think they deserved at least a 7 seed. I think the seed should be definitely changed for that game. Utah State kind of got screwed here because Penn State's a great team.
Look, man, that doesn't make sense. Well, the next matchup, we got number 2, Florida State, one of the best teams in this whole tournament, facing off against
For sure.
one of the worst teams in this whole tournament. Number 15, UC Irvine out of the Big West. No surprises in that matchup. Pretty
Not gonna waste your
standard
time.
stuff.
Yeah, that's the. What do you think about this whole bracket in the East?
Well-
what's sticking out to you?
Well, just a few things that jump out to me looking at it for the first time. The Yale Bulldogs.
Oh, that's a good point.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them sneak their way into the Sweet 16. And just looking at it right now, I think Kansas isn't going to be making it out of this one.
That's a prediction.
Villanova.
Wow.
Just off my gut instinct, Villanova led by guard Colin Gillespie, Sadiq Bey. I think they have what it takes to make a run at this thing.
You heard it here first on Corona Madness. We have Villanova coming out of the East. I can't believe that.
What are you liking?
In my opinion, I think we have to look out for Penn State. They had a kind of slow end towards the year, but Big Ten was a tough conference. So
For sure.
if they can get it together in tournament, I think they can make a run. They have the players to do so.
And they also have the other advantage of not being here in a long time, which some would
Right.
say is inexperience. I'd say it makes you extra hungry.
I would say so too.
Well, you ready to move on to the West?
Absolutely.
And we're on to the West, where we got, that should become as no surprise to anyone,
No surprise at all. Gonzaga, the number 1 seed, they're going to be playing against number 16, Boston University. No need to talk about that one. Let's move on. St. Mary's, the 8 seed, they're going to be playing against number 9 out of the SEC, LSU. Definitely going to be an interesting matchup. More interesting than the Gonzaga one for sure. I'm excited to see if we see an 8-1 matchup in the second round of Gonzaga versus St. Mary's. That would be crazy.
one of the biggest rivalries in college basketball, right off the bat.
For sure.
Moving down, we got number 5, Wisconsin. They want a share of the Big Ten title in the regular season, and they'll
Correct.
be taking on the story everybody is talking about
Now, this is just
this
insane.
March. Number 12, the Georgia Bulldogs. After beating Ole Miss in the first round of the SEC, Georgia ran the table,
They didn't
led
lose.
by great coaching, Tom Crean, great guard play. Now, during the regular season, not one of the best teams,
No, not
but
at
they
all.
are hot. They are hot as it comes.
And that's all really that matters in a tournament. Just be hot at the right time, and you can do great things.
Yes, sir. And the winner of that matchup, they'll be taking on the winner of this one, number 4, Seton Hall. They'll be taking on the number 13 seed, Eastern Washington. Great to see the Pirates back in March.
For sure, definitely. I like Pirates basketball. I've watched since a kid. New Jersey basketball is always a great band of basketball.
And Miles Powell, glad he gets a shot in March.
For sure.
And moving down, we have Bob Huggins and Press Virginia coming in at the 6th seed. They'll be taking on another great coach, Shaka Smart, and his Texas Longhorns. I'm excited for that one for sure.
I just remember the days of VCU.
Oh, what a run.
Shaka Smart led that team to the Final Four, and honestly, it's possible. Again, he does the same thing.
Why not? As an 11 seed. Jack, you want to take the next one?
Absolutely, Josh. The number 3 seed, Creighton, is going to play against the number 14 seed, Hofstra. Now, I've watched a lot of Hofstra basketball. Being a Delaware media man myself, I've seen them last year with Justin Wright Foreman. They unfortunately did not make it last year. They lost to Northeastern in the CAA final, but this year they got the job done, and they are in the tournament for the first time since 2001. So excited to watch them play.
What do we got next, Jack?
Oh, this is probably the best matchup in terms of closeness, in terms of the game, in my opinion. We have a Michigan versus UCLA 7-10 game, a Big Ten versus Pac-12 game. I think that's going to be the best matchup in this region.
I think so too.
Then we have,
finish it off.
yeah, the 2 seed Kentucky is going to play against 15 seed Winthrop. It's the same thing as the 116 in my opinion.
I'm
Kentucky
penciling them in.
is John Calipari is just too
Yeah,
much.
come on.
It's way too much.
What are you liking out of this West? After we reveal, what sticks out to you?
Well, I think Hofstra can get to the Sweet 16. I think that's,
Whoa! What?
yeah, I think they can beat Creighton, and I can think they can beat Texas or West Virginia. They're just, no one's expecting what Hofstra can do. In my
Well, they've
opinion.
got great shooting. They've got great guard play.
Yeah.
We've seen in the tournament. That's all it can take sometimes.
All you do is be hot.
I'm a little less extreme from you. I like what you're saying about Hofstra.
For sure.
This quadrant's a little bit tough for me. I don't think I can pick an outright winner of this quadrant, and one team that's going to go to the Final Four. I'd say there's something you should be worried about is that West Virginia-Texas matchup.
Yeah,
I could see either team from there going on a little run. They're coached great. They've got a bunch of players who are hungry. They know what it takes to get the job done. And another thing I would say, why not take a flyer on Georgia, folks?
Oh, well, everyone's rooting for that, obviously.
This team makes no sense. They have maybe the most talented player in all of college basketball.
Especially if a 5-12 game, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, aside from Obi Toppin. We'll see where he falls in this bracket later.
Josh, I think I'm getting something in my ear. I think we have Ryan actually on the campus of Georgia right now. Ryan, do you want to tell us what's going on in Georgia? How are the fans reacting?
We've made it down south to the University of Georgia, home of the Bulldogs. And I'm going to be honest, due to this whole Corona nonsense, madness has been going on, there's no one here. I'll throw it back to you guys in the studio.
No surprise to be there. Georgia campus is dead. Everyone's home for the coronavirus outbreak. But I think the energy is still palpable there.
You can feel a real palpable buzz from the Georgia campus.
Even though there's no people there right now, the energy is just electric.
Well, that wraps it up for the West. We're going to move on to the other side of the bracket after the break.
My name's Isaiah, and I've been a drummer for pretty much most of my life. So this is my kit. I brought it to campus with me. I've actually made like a good amount of money within like a very short period of time. This past year, everything added up together, I made about $90,000 to $100,000 in like a month or two. So it's pretty cool. I've been able to completely pay off my tuition. I bought a house. I'm actually considering buying another one to like rent out maybe, depending on like how these next couple of gigs go. You know, drums are really just like my favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, yo, didn't see you there. Hey, you want to tour my apartment? It's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is our living room. We got our stereo, we got our TV, we got some video game equipment, we got all our beds out here.
Now I want to show you the kitchen. Ow! Hey, so welcome to the kitchen. We got a sink. We got an oven. We also got a dryer.
Yeah, so this is my room. We got 2 beds, a bunch of walls, and we got a closet right here.
Oh, see my wallet? Welcome to my room. Hey, it's just like the same as the other one.
Hey guys,
I don't know what's going on.
There are 3 bathrooms. No, there are 2. There are 2 bathrooms.
This is my room. I'm single.
Hi, I'm John. I'm not single, but I live alone. I like to keep my room clean.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Rittenhouse Station, for supporting us with this video. My apartment complex is great. They're always with entrepreneurs in the area in Delaware, where I'm from. They're always supporting me, and it's just great. So we're gonna continue on with the bracket. We have the number 1 seed, Baylor Bears.
Baylor.
I barely knew her. They're gonna play against the 16 seed, Robert Morris. Now, do you know anyone named Robert?
I know someone named Morris.
Okay, that's close enough. Doesn't really matter, but we're gonna continue on.
All right.
The 8 seed, Colorado. They're gonna play against Texas Tech. Don't really care about that matchup. I think Baylor's gonna win that. We'll just move on. Continue.
Moving down, we got a little treat from the committee here. We got the 5 seed BYU. They'll be taking on the 12 seed Liberty. The battle of the far rights here should be an interesting one. Thank you, committee.
For sure. Wait, I'm getting something in my ear. Do you listen?
Oh, is that Ryan?
That's Ryan. Ryan, are you really at Liberty University? I'm so sorry. How's the crowd out there?
Here at Liberty University, basketball may be canceled, but classes are not. Their president thinks this whole Corona madness is a plot against Trump. What do you know, boys? Back to you.
Oh man, get out of there as soon as possible. Liberty's just not where I want to be on a Sunday for sure. Continue on, Josh. I'm excited to see what's next.
Number 4 seed Auburn War Eagle taking on the team that doesn't exist in the regular season, but they're somehow always in your bracket. Number 13 New Mexico State.
Well, you know what they say about Auburn. Auburn's gonna win the football game, but they're probably gonna win the basketball game too, I'd say. And then who are they gonna play, Josh?
Well, New Mexico State, as I just said.
They don't exist.
Moving down, we got number 6, Iowa, taking on the representative from the American, Wichita State. In fact, the second team from the American in
Interesting.
this bracket. We'll get back to the other one later.
For sure.
The battle of the gold and black in that matchup.
Our high school actually has the same colors.
Shout out to CB West.
If you're watching.
And moving down, they'll face the winner of the battle of the green, Michigan State, led by senior guard Cassius Winston, and they'll be facing off against number 14 seed North Texas.
Now, I've never seen North Texas play, but I have seen Michigan State play, and I don't think that any team has the ability to defend their rebounds, and I think they're going to win easily, for sure.
And moving down, we have the number 7 seed Houston. That's right, the other representative from the American I mentioned, facing off against number 10 seed NC State out of the ACC. Not too much to shout about in that matchup.
Definitely not.
They'll be taking on the winner of number 2 Duke and number 15 Arkansas Little Rock.
Do you remember Arkansas Little Rock a couple years? They had that buzzer beater crazy finish.
I do, against Purdue?
I remember where I was exactly. I was playing in the pit orchestra for Les Mis, and I had a part, and I was watching the game, and the game was happening, and I missed a part in Les Mis on the xylophone. So, Doc Dort, I'm sorry, but it was a great game, and I don't regret it at all.
Well, I don't think we're going to have to worry about any buzzer beaters from Little Rock this time around. Jack, when you look at the North, what sticks out to you here?
I'm really interested to see what Wichita State can do. We've seen
of course.
we've seen them make the tournament many times before. You've even seen them in the Elite Eight, as far as the Final Four even. So, can they do it again? That is the question.
You know, much different team this year. Some people are shocked to even see Wichita State in this tournament, but I think it's better when the Shockers.
I'm not sure why the committee decided to put them as 11 seed. I think that's a little bit too high for them. I would put them as like a 13 or 12, but maybe they see something in them that I don't.
Who do you like to come out of this region?
I think Baylor is going to make it to the Elite Eight, but I think they're going to get upset by either Duke or if Iowa, because Iowa has a guy named Matt Garza, and he is probably the best player in the Big Ten, if not the conference. Or not the country, not the conference. Sorry. Mr. Garza, just great player. He's definitely going to have success in the NBA.
Yeah, he's a finalist for Wooden Player of the Year, I believe, and he's got a lot of heart, but I'm liking the 3 seed in this one. Michigan State.
Pick.
Cassius Winston is hungry. You know, he had a great season last year. Not as good of a season this year, but he's still a great player. He wants more. Him and Izzo, they're going to lead the charge. I think that's a team coming out of the North.
Coaching, and Izzo is great at that, so definitely a team to watch.
That's going to wrap it up for the North. Moving on, and we're going to see the South now. You knew it was coming. You hadn't heard their name yet. The high-flying Flyers of Dayton. They'll be the number 1 seed. They'll be taking on the 16 seed Prairie View. I've never heard of Prairie View.
Me either.
Moving down, very exciting. Their first tournament appearance in a long time. The Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. They'll be taking on the 9 seed Marquette. And I know we've got Ryan over there in New Brunswick. Ryan, Rutgers, it's their first tournament appearance in quite some time. Campus has to be buzzing. What's it like over there, Ryan?
Here we are in goddamn New Jersey, home of the Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure if these boys can pull off a fat dub. I'm gonna throw it back to the boys in the office.
Crazy stuff, Ryan. Thank you. Man, keep those
Crazy
kids
stuff.
calm, all right?
Definitely. I'll take it from here, Josh. Number 5 seed Butler is going to play against SF Austin. That's a crazy matchup. They're going to play the winner of the number 4 seed Maryland versus Akron.
Woo! That's a little good quadrant.
Those 4 teams, that's a lot of interesting matchups, a lot of different teams. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, moving down, we got number 6, the Buckeyes, Ohio State, taking on another Big Ten team. We got a Big Ten matchup in the first round, Indiana. I know that's a bubble team there.
Right.
If you're on the outside looking in, Richmond, I'm talking to you. That might be it.
That might be it, Richmond. I'm sorry.
Moving down, we have number 3, Peyton Pritchard's Oregon Ducks, taking on 14 seed Belmont. I like this Oregon team. I don't see Belmont giving them too much of a hard time.
Me either.
What, you want to take the next one, Jack?
Absolutely. I'll finish it off. Last 4 teams in the tournament, everyone. We have the number 7 seed Arizona out of the Pac-12 versus Florida. That's a tough one. Arizona had a really weird year. We'll see how it plays out.
Number 10, there goes your last bubble spot, fans.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Richmond. We couldn't put you in. Then we finish out the tournament with San Diego State versus North Dakota State. Now, as a Summit League expert, I love watching Summit League basketball. North Dakota State, they had a really interesting year. They had some close losses, but they also had some blowouts. So we'll see how that matchup ends up. What do you think out of this region? Who's going to take it?
Who's going to take this region? Man, that's a loaded question. I'm going to have to give it to the number 1 seed in this region.
Honestly, I hate doing that, but I have to agree with you. There's no other.
Dayton has proven themselves in almost every time they've been tested. They have the best player in the country.
They do.
And they're a team that hasn't been in this position for, I think they're ready to prove to everyone what they're made of. Another little something I like out of this matchup is I like the 12 and 13 seeds in here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked to see SF Austin or Akron make a run at the Sweet 16. That being said, they could both get blown out in the first round. We've got some great teams with Butler and Maryland. I just think SF Austin and Akron, they're high-powered. They can make a run.
There's always that 1, 12, or 13 seed that no one sees coming that makes it to the Sweet 16. So definitely one of those teams is possible. That could be that.
And San Diego State, I know we've heard a few whispers, they started the season undefeated.
Right.
I think they just haven't played enough big games for me. They haven't won enough quadrant 1 victories, in my opinion. I've been wrong before. I would like to be wrong about them, but they just don't do it for me. And never sleep on the Ducks. Never sleep on the Oregon Ducks.
We saw them last year, what they could do in the tournament. So
exactly.
Interesting to see what happens this year.
A lot of people don't get to watch them as much. 10 o'clock starts in the Pac-12. They're not on TV as much. Peyton Pritchard, that kid is hungry. That kid wants to win this more than anyone in this tournament, possibly. I see Oregon making a run. I don't see anyone stopping them from the Elite Eight, at least.
Yeah, they have to play a Big Ten school in the next round. Then after that, they'd either play probably Arizona or Florida or San Diego State. I think they can do that. It's easy.
Doable. It's doable. That's pretty wide open, but I know you two. Number 1, Dayton.
Yeah.
That's my pick out of the South.
I have to say so.
Hi, I'm Carl, Jackson's dad. My background and profession is in epidemiology. I really want to emphasize that it's important for you to make sure that you're always washing your hands as often as possible and make sure that you maintain safe social distance. Thank you and enjoy the games.
Princeton is definitely going to be on some streams this week. Keep an eye out for that. But also, if you're a music person like myself and my brother, you're going to really love the pep band music we're going to have during the streams. It's going to feel like a college atmosphere. That's part of the whole experience. Enjoy.
Thank you guys for that great announcement. We're going to go into a little bit more depth about the scheduling in terms of how this is going to work, in terms of streaming and everything. So we're going to start out on Wednesday with half of the first round games. We're going to have 32 games played on live stream. And then on Thursday, we're going to have the other half. And the way those games are going to be divided up is me and Josh are going to play most of the games, but we're going to have some secret guests come in and play some random games. Maybe our friends, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who comes in. But we're going to have mostly me and Josh play. And then on Friday, we're going to have the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. And on Saturday, we're going to have the Final Four. And on Sunday, we're going to have a championship game, which we're going to play a full 20 minutes, me versus Josh. So that's pretty much it. You can find all of our streams right on eBombs World. And we want as many college basketball fans as we can get to watch this because I'm a college basketball fan. I really miss March Madness. And I think we're doing our part here to get March Madness in some form or some capacity out to the fans of college basketball. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to throw it over to Josh for some more highlights and in-depth analysis of some of the tournament teams.
All right, folks. Just got to wipe this off a little bit here, make sure everything's sanitary, and we'll get to talking about Colin Gillespie and the Villanova Wildcats. I think I might have missed a spot. All right. Now, Colin Gillespie and the Nova Wildcats, as you see here, drain a 3. They're a 3 seed, and I think they can really make a run. Watch the shooting ability from their point guard, Colin Gillespie. Pulls up right in their face, drains the 3. What that does, that creates so much more space. Now he's going to get the ball here, and he's going to draw the defense out because of his shooting ability. Watch this. Dips in, strokes 2. Real simple. Now, one of my favorite things about Gillespie's game is his ability to space out the floor. Watch him drive with ease, take his weaker opponent, and just scoop up over him. Watch it again here. He's going to cut in there, think he's doing the same thing. Now he kicks out. Watch this beautiful ball movement by Villanova. Jay Wright. And finish it off by who else? Colin Gillespie. And this last one here, he pulls up just from a different area code, folks. NBA range. Bang! And that's Colin Gillespie and the Villanova Wildcats. They can really make a run. My next team I want to focus on here, the Cinderella of the dance, the belle of the ball, the Georgia Bulldogs. How'd they end up here, you ask? This guy, the best scorer in the tournament, and his name is Anthony Edwards. He can do it from anywhere. He can pull up right in your face like so. Like so. And he also has an insane creating ability. Look at that burst and one. He's got such a great burst, got such a great first step, a handle. I can't wait to watch this guy play in the NBA, and I especially can't wait to watch this guy play in the NCAA tournament after he ran the table in the SEC conference. He beat everyone. It was, if I didn't see it with my own two eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. And see the big man with the swagger. And the last team, this is for my co-anchor Jackson. I took a look at their film because he pointed them out. I had never really watched them before. The Hofstra Pride. They faced off against his Delaware in the Conference Athletic, the CAA, I don't know what it's called. And their three-point shooting is dangerous. I like this next clip here. It shows their ability to create madness and make the three in transition, which as anyone knows, sometimes it's all it takes to knock off one of the top dogs. As a 14 seed, Jackson pointed him out. Oh, look at this move. Look at the handles. Pulls up in his face with no regard. And he drains the three. I'm excited about the Hofstra Pride. Am I saying they're going to win? No. But I'm saying keep an eye out for Hofstra. Folks, that's going to do it for me. I'm Josh Safran, and I am looking for an internship this summer. HQ, back to you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed our coverage of Selection Sunday. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday to watch our stream in the first round and stay up to date on our Twitter at Corona Madness for brackets and for live stats and clips during the tournament.
Thank you to the Weimer household for being crazy enough to let us do a whole Selection Sunday in your basement. Mom. Thank you, Jackson's mom. Thank you, Dad, for showing me and doing the Field of 64 graphics. I don't know how to do that.
Me either.
Thank you, Pete Safran. As you guys may know, I'm Coach Pete. Thank you guys for watching this. Tune in Wednesday. We're playing basketball games. They're real.